I'm super excited to introduce to you 11 Reasons Why. It's a brand new show where I ask small business owners 11 reasons why they started. Hope you enjoy it. Recently, I chatted with Sharif at Coffee and Chocolates. It's going to be a really great show. Tune in. The first question. So if you haven't seen the show, by the way, what it is I ask someone 11 questions, but they don't know what the questions are going to be. So if you haven't watched any of the other episodes, they don't know what the questions are going to be. So it's really exciting. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first question is, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Knoxville, just close to Fountain City, went to Central High School, then UT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that went really quick, I guess.
Yeah.
What was,
I need to
let me
figure out
ask
how
you
to
this,
elaborate.
what was it like for you and your experience? Like, what was it like growing up in Fountain City?
Growing up there, well, in my experience, it was, um, gosh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Had a great time, learned a lot, met a lot of good people, and I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. What did you want to be when you grew up? Like when you were a kid, let's say like 8 to 12 years old, like everybody has that one thing that they thought that they were like, I thought I was going to be a truck driver because I
Really?
like to go, to the trucks. So I thought I was going to be a truck driver. And now they run me off the road all the time. Right? I'm like,
It's
dude,
probably
stay in your lane. Like, what's going on?
it's no fault of your own. I'm sure it's probably the truck driver's fault. They've been driving for who knows how long, many hours. And,
Sure.
yeah. Let's see. What made me want to open
No,
a coffee shop?
no, the
So,
question is, what did you want to be when you grew up, as a kid? What did you like think that you were going to end up doing?
so I always wanted to open up a business ever since I was young. Even at 12 years old, I had a baseball card shop at 12. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Learned a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
What,
On a side note, everybody, flipping baseball cards is underrated. It
I
really
agree.
is.
Yeah, I mean, especially at that age, it was great. It was a lot of fun because you got to watch the players and then have their card, and if they did really well, then
Yeah,
usually increase in value over time.
right. So
And,
I like Don Mattingly, right?
yeah. Oh my
And
gosh, the Mets, right? He played during the Yankees. Wait a
no,
minute,
I think it was the Yankees. Yeah.
Yankees. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with his big mustache, like I mean, and he just right. But
Oh
it
yeah.
was really cool. It's for people that are a little bit younger than us. These people were like the celebrities are nowadays. I mean, professional baseball players back in the '80s were like professional football players are now. Really, that's how it was. There was a baseball card culture between, I would say, 1984 and like 1991, where we were in that Hux position where baseball was just blowing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember those days very, very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch. I try to watch as many baseball games as I could. Even go to some. And in the cards, they made it all worth it. If the cards didn't exist, would we still have the same nostalgic memories, and would we have enjoyed it as much?
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's perspective, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so on that, what you're saying is that you always wanted to start a business. It was deep inside you. Did you ever do like a lemonade stand or anything like that? Or
No, I never did the lemonade stand, to my memory. But the baseball card stand was probably, kept me busy. Throughout my childhood, I think my family has always had businesses that they opened up, and some were successful and others failed. Uh, and I learned a lot on what to do and what not to do by watching them. And in one of the businesses that they had at the time, I was able to uh, reserve a corner and put a baseball card shop in there. And that's how I was able to.
so wait a minute, you opened your own little baseball card shop?
Yeah,
No kidding. At what age?
At 12.
Whoa. You
Yeah.
opened your own baseball card shop at 12 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was fun.
Dude, all the hell I was, look, at 12 years old, I was just fucking riding my bike and playing in the creek. You're out here making business happen.
Yeah.
Golly, man.
But yeah, I didn't have a lot of, I guess close friends growing up. So I had to stay occupied somehow. And that was that and Nintendo, that was what I did.
Nintendo. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. We're going to geek out right here, folks. We might geek out. I'm just saying. Like
Old school.
Zelda
Yeah.
and Mario, totally
Yeah.
underrated games. All you
I
Twitchers out there think you know something? Go figure out how to do Little Fiery Mario. What's up?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
That's
figure
right.
that out and see what's up. Anyway,
That's exactly right. I remember that was so much fun. Oh,
so this is so much fun. I gotta say, it's really fun. So we're only to question number 3. Isn't that great?
that's awesome. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. What do you want everybody to know about your business that maybe they don't know? Like, when you're thinking about your customers and your business, and and you're like staring out the window and you're thinking, man, if they only knew blank.
A lot of people don't really even know that we're there yet. Still, even after being open for about 15 years now, yeah, moving from Broadway to downtown, a long time ago, and even then, people still don't really know we exist. Believe it or not.
Awareness.
Yeah,
I can help you with that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's mostly my fault, in terms of not having a proper advertising strategy and even having the knowledge to get out there and put my name out there, and being more of an introvert than what I should be, I guess. But yeah, and another thing I guess would be that for a small business, I'm primarily doing this to try to well, obviously for a career, but as well as to help people, like providing benefits for my staff and letting them choose their hours, and a lot of them have families, so you have to make sure their families are properly cared for in terms of like giving them the hours that they need to help support their family, and as well as giving them enough time off to be with them, so it's a balance. It's a challenge, but it's very rewarding. So,
on that, I think this is just my personal belief, but I think that so many people, when they're business owners, they think of it like, or even managers, like you can have a career that I'm not judging, but obviously this show is about small businesses and operators of their business, meaning like if you're the CEO of your business, even if it's a small business, like if you're numero uno, everything is your fault. Like everything, right? And that's a lot of responsibility. And sometimes we get so focused on making sure that we're putting out fires that we forget that we still have to be passionate about why we started. That when we were hungry, when we wanted to start, and we wanted to be, everybody wants success. Everybody's got their hand up right now.
Yeah.
And that's okay, except for we all have our hand up. It's like when we were in grade school, hey, teacher. And, weren't you always kind of like a little bit upset when she didn't call on you, even though you had your hand up?
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes I think business owners get caught a little bit where like, hey, I've been in business for 20 years. Meanwhile, so
yeah,
give people a reason to come.
Right.
And so, that's my little take on that,
Yeah, that makes total sense. That's totally true. No, I agree with everything you said.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get caught where they think that their employees work for them, but if you flip that and you reverse it, and you are working for your employees, like what you just spoke to, that making sure that they're taken care of, and I believe that people's heart is in the right place, but I can't speak enough about having that mentality.
Yeah, it makes a world of difference, and it creates a better workplace for them and for me too. So it's a win-win.
Absolutely. So number 4, and this is a big one. Okay.
Oh,
But it's what brings you joy. What's the one thing that just brings you joy?
ah, the one thing that brings me joy, uh, besides gaming, or is that included? Or
This is your question, so I can't help you with it. It's your question.
let's see. I like to. Uh, I'm a gamer, I guess you could say. That brings me joy, and it's fun. I like to going out and hanging out with friends. Obviously, is very joyful for me. Um, yeah. Besides those two things, traveling.
Sure. We all love to travel.
Yeah.
I heard that Vegas is like basically completely shut down now, and that, a lot of the businesses have a strategy to open, but it like a lot of people, I think they may have in their head that it's all going to be the same. It won't be at first,
You're right.
and I think that, everyone's talking about, well, what will it be like? What will it be like when we come back? And that's actually going to be up to us.
That's true. That's true. But there's also regulations we have to follow. But what do you mean by that? They'll be primarily up to us.
Like how you adapt to the regulations and the rules that are in place, and how you respond with your actions and your mental state. Like you could either say, oh, this sucks, I can't believe it, and then complain and then go on Facebook, and then that kind of goes that direction. Or you can say, hey, this is just where we are and we have to get through this. So
Yeah.
it's a yin and yang, but it is worth saying. It is worth mentioning.
That's a really, really positive and great way to look at it. And not a lot of people, including myself, are have the I don't want to say ability, but have the maybe it is ability to view things in a positive way like that,
Yep.
and glass half full type of mentality. And
Yeah.
I struggle with that, but it comes so naturally to you, and I'm envious, and I wish I had that ability
Well, I
to
want to tell not only you, Sharif, but everyone out there, you can too. I read something yesterday and it's really great. It says, everything that you want in life is just outside of your comfort zone, like one step away from your comfort zone.
yeah, I like that. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, thank you. All right, number 5. What? And this one I have to leave in, like, so a lot. So I changed some of the questions up just to keep people guessing and then make the show interesting. So, but number 5 I have to put in. By the way, this is an 18 and up show, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So whatever you want. So number 5 is, what is your favorite word?
Um, without being too cheesy, I'm going to say love.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a good positive word, and it's a feel good love word. Sorry, and yeah, it's always been my favorite. Love. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
You have an entrepreneurial spirit. You talked about opening your own baseball card shop at 12 years old. And it's like, I can't even imagine, like at 12 years old, I was just being a kid. So you have an entrepreneurial spirit, and that I'm envious of.
Oh gosh. No.
Yeah, I know. We're patting each other way too much on the back, by the way. Like you guys can comment or whatever you want to do. That's what this show's about. Okay. So I can't help it. All right. Did you ever have a nickname in school?
Oh wow.
By
I
the way,
did.
that is number 6.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I did. I guess in middle school, my nickname was Beef.
Beef. Like, where's the beef? Like Burger King? Or was that
Yeah.
Wendy's?
Yeah. Similar. That was. Let's see. Where's the beef was Hardee's, right?
No.
Wasn't there?
You know what? Everybody in the comments, you can let us know. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know. We clearly don't know. See, we can't Google everything because we're talking in real life.
Uh, let's see. Yeah, beef because I was obese.
Oh,
I was
you
fat. Yeah,
overweight.
yeah. I was a big boy.
That's that's unfortunate that people called you beef. But hey, like people talk about bullying right now. Back in the '80s, bullying was off the chain. I mean,
It
it
was
was
rough.
insane the amount of bullying that went on, especially if you were on a bus. So
Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Yeah.
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 Okay, so since you have an entrepreneurial spirit, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs? That's question number 7.
Okay. Okay. The advice would be to entrepreneurs. You mean to people that are interested in becoming entrepreneurs, or
Yeah, like you're an entrepreneur because you wanted to start a business, so it's kind of always been inside you. So if you were going to give advice to somebody else that's starting up, maybe somebody young like yourself was, what would you say to them?
probably you have to write a business plan. Obviously, that's you have to figure out whether your model of business is even worth doing. If it's going to help people, or if it's profitable, or what. That's the ultimate first thing you do is sit down with a piece of paper and a lot of books, or a really fast computer, and just do a lot of research on everything about the subject or the uh, business you want to pursue. That's the basic. That's number one. You just
Yep. Writing
con-
everything down is underrated. And I really think that if you can write those things down and then on a paper, because if you put it on your phone, the phone has one thing, everybody, distraction. And I understand that we're using this and all that, but there's a time and place. And you have to carve out a little bit of time for yourself to get some clarity.
yeah.
So what I would recommend is, when you start your day in the morning, maybe go look at those notes.
Yeah. That's
That's my,
good. And that way you can think about it throughout the day. Right when you wake up, or whenever you get settled in the morning. Research, do a little bit of reviewing before you go to work, or whatever you would normally do throughout that day, and then think about the course of that. That's great. Yeah.
what number are we on? I think I lost my place. Do you know?
Uh,
I think it's 8.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I
It
think it's
sounds
8. Number 8, folks. Remember, I'm changing the questions up, so if I lose my place, you can let us know that in the comments. But what makes you laugh the most?
what makes me laugh the most?
Yeah,
Um, uh,
it's okay.
no, that's a good one. That's thank you. I would say probably uh, reactions to situations from various people. I
Cool.
could say that without getting into too much detail, I believe, but it's probably not what you want to hear.
That's
Um,
okay. It's not about what we want to hear. It's about what's real.
yeah.
So number 9 is, with COVID and everything else that's going on right now, what has been your biggest struggle as a business owner?
Biggest struggle as a business owner would probably be the lack of lack of customers. Nobody's walking around anymore, and our business is mostly foot traffic. So when no one walks around, it's putting a damper on revenue. So that's the challenge. Hopefully things will be back to normal soon, and people won't be afraid to walk around the block.
Hmm.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's true. What's been your biggest achievement? Number 10, what's been your biggest achievement?
I guess coffee and chocolate, and yeah, and the ultimate goals are to help people, and if I can help somebody and make their quality of life improve, then yeah, I consider that a win. That's for me is an achievement.
Well, for me, I love both. So, if someone can have that, just that micro moment of putting that chocolate in their mouth and escaping just for a little bit, especially now, like that's going to be big. I, I posted a video last night about a violinist playing in, maybe some of you have seen him, a violinist playing in Market Square. If anybody of you know who he is or what he's about, let us know in the comments, right? But I would, I'd almost give anything right now to hear him playing that violin.
Yeah, yeah, he's there every day. I I haven't seen him lately, but I assume that he's
Well,
just like everybody else. Yeah,
but see, even his business, which it
yeah,
is, as there's nobody there, just like what you just said.
yeah,
So
yeah.
here we are with our business and we have all these goals, and here he is, he doesn't have it either. And so, you know, but him being there and hearing that sound, it brings us that little micro joy and
Yeah.
happiness. And that's what we have to latch on to during these times.
It's like once you hear that sound again, it's almost a return to normalcy that we so desperately miss.
You're preaching. Hey, it's only a couple days away right now. So hopefully I
Uh,
can get this edited and we can push it out there. So, you touched on what you want everybody else to know about your business, and that's good. But number 11, and this is it, right?
okay. All
Um,
right.
you know, uh, what motivates you to work hard?
Um, uh, so uh, my goals that I had set in place early on motivates me to work hard and ultimately achieve those goals. I don't want to be specific about what those goals are, so I apologize for that.
No
But
problem.
uh, but that I wake up every day and I look at the goals that I had set in place to achieve in years from now. And every day I think of myself, just a baby step closer to those goals, and that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me in business and happy. Also just to achieve minor goals every day, and ultimately leading to the big goal. So that's what does it.
I mean, that's all anybody can ever ask for, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, the willingness to fight for what you want, right? That's the
right.
difference between success and not. It's really that simple. The willingness to fight. And, I would encourage all businesses right now, fight, fight. You've been here 20 years. Okay. But now something has changed globally. So now everyone got punched in the same gut. And I would, just encourage all of you out there, if you're listening, it leveled the playing field. Go out there and get and take yours.
Absolutely. I totally concur. Yeah, you have to fight. You have to adapt or die. That's
That's
the way
right.
it is. Yeah.
And that's what this show is about. We can focus on all of the negative things that are going on in the world. And by the way, there's always a tornado with a small business, right? Like,
Absolutely.
what about the people in Nashville who got a tornado and the pandemic? They got both,
Oh, yeah, that's
right?
rough.
So
Yeah.
everybody in Knoxville, we didn't have a tornado that destroyed our business right before the pandemic. So we're already in a better place.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good way to end it. So I'm going to end it right now. If you like what you've heard, go ahead and subscribe and let us know what you guys think about it. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, you're welcome.